to
Life Between Us,
the Sisters Podcast. Don't mind me. I'm the host for today. I'm smiling because someone said something off camera. It was very funny. Anyway, so today we are going to discuss about... first of all, I want to apologize. We haven't been on air for quite a while. We have had personal reasons that we were not able to be here. So, but today we're going to talk about life and death. And yeah, so my question goes to everybody understands life, right?
Enlighten us.
Oh my God. I know life and death, they are like two realities that we must and we will all face. So I think it's something that people don't really like talking about, and I think it's always good to talk about it, understand it, and then embrace it. At the end of the day, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you are born, you are given life, and you must die.
Go back to sender.
Going back to sender. Anyway, so today I want us to talk about it and be honest about it. Personally, I don't think we do you understand? What do you understand about death or life?
I think in this family, I'm the only person who does not really accept death. Like I know it's something that families should talk about, but there's just people just don't like talking about death. I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know if it's a fear. I don't know if it's a fact that it's inevitable. I don't know what it is. But for me personally, and we've talked about this many times with my sisters, but I think I'm the only one who's not accepting of like death would happen to any of us, not just me.
Especially you, though.
Especially me.
Especially her. She even wants to
live for eternity like a vampire.
She's researching on how to become a vampire.
Remember, even actually, funny enough, kitambo when you used to watch a lot of like vampire movies, I'd be like, hey, like how when you're a kid, there's some things you're told, some things you see, and you believe 100%. Me, I believed 100% kuna vampires. And I was like, at some point I was even looking for bats. Like, so the question was, which are the vampire bats? Like, how do I tell which one will bite me and I become a vampire? Like, I was okay to die and come back in that way, meaning I become immortal. But now, I don't know if there's a kashindano medication or whatever you can take to be immortal. I think I would take it, as sad as it is. Like, because at the end of the day, you're like, you get to see all your family members
leave,
go, but once they're gone, then I don't know,
you continue.
But I think I would still take it.
For me, I don't fear death. I'm not afraid to die. If it's my time, it's my time. The only thing I don't want is for my family to accept it's my time. I don't want someone going, no, appreciate the memories that you've had with someone. I think that's the most important thing to do. For example, like I wouldn't want someone to remember me and then just like cry. I just want you to have good memories about me. I want you to enjoy the time that we've spent together. It's a gift. Life is a gift. Waking up today is a gift that God has given you. And I think we need to always learn how to appreciate today. People keep chasing tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll do this. Tomorrow I'll do that. And you're not guaranteed of tomorrow. So today is when you know it, and then it's when the day that you should actually appreciate and be glad in it. And personally, as I said, I don't mind. I'm not afraid of death. Personally, I'm not. It's the only thing I pray about. Even when in my prayers I pray for my death when it's my time and God calls me. I want Him to call me in a decent way. But that ways that you can, and then it's so embarrassing, yeah. But and painless. Those are the things that bother me. I don't want to just like be in so much pain. I'd feel so bad, but I want my people to remember me in a good way. We have memories.
Yeah.
We've created so many memories together, so I don't And then you appreciate the years you've been with someone. I think it's better that way than, like, I don't know, but everybody deals with the grief differently. Yeah. So I'd like...
No, she didn't tell us.
Oh, sorry.
She's just
what?
quiet, but
She's just I assumed she spoke.
But, well, I personally don't fear death. I used to kitambo, but if it comes, it comes. I mean, I'm not scared of death at all. But I also pray for... I remember I'm the one who even told you should be praying for your death, because you don't want to go in, so they're like, well, yeah, I'm at the most painful way you can die. So I always pray for my death, that if I die in a, as you said, decent. Hata kama ni uchungu si sana. Because I'm afraid of pain more than I am of death.
I know. I think even like a bullet to your brain, ni rahisi.
Okay, let's not talk about the details, but I think, Candy started by apologizing that we were away because of personal issues. So maybe I can just disclose just a bit of what was happening here. So for the first time, should I say the first time, in our family, we almost faced death. And that was me. The one who's the most scared of death.
Then when you were in that ICU bed, I was just praying to God. I was telling him, man, that one, let her.
Not this one.
Not this one. This one needs to come back home, because I'm like, if Rhoda wakes up in another realm, she's gone.
You'll bring her back.
I was ready to go for you instead.
Honestly, it's not like I'm saying that it should have been one of you guys. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I found myself on that bed questioning, is it because I was so afraid of death, and now, like, it's coming for me fast? Because, sometimes you talk about, like, what do you think, like, who is going to go fast? Like in family, sometimes you talk about who's going to go fast and how would you handle that. But we've never really talked about that in depth. So I found myself thinking about that part of, like, okay, so me, I was the one who was going to go fast. Thank God, God spared me, because we had a very intimate discussion, me and him, in that hospital bed. But now, I also, from what they were saying, they've always talked about praying for your death. And I also used to, like, as much as I'm afraid of it, I pray that it's not painful, it's not embarrassing and everything, the most peaceful and whatever. But looking at my experience and what I went through, if I would have died, that's a few weeks ago, if I would have died, it would have been like the most painless death. But now I'm coming back to think, when I think about it, I'm like, for me, as painless as it was going to be,
I still don't want
there was no sign. I'd say there was no sign and there was no warning. Yeah. So you just go like that.
I know, that's what I was saying. We need to really appreciate life now that you're living it.
Live in the moment.
When you went to that bed, you woke up okay. So you can imagine you umepanga, like I'm saying, talking about tomorrow all the time. You just woke up on a Monday morning, very good girl, and then the next thing,
I don't even think it's even about the tomorrow. It's about this moment now, because even the next hour is not promised. The next 10 minutes is not. It's
because I woke up
that minute.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to drop the kids off to school. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm coming down the stairs, and then all of a sudden I'm like feeling like something, and I'm wondering, okay. Then I didn't know, like, in a few hours I'd been in an ICU bed.
Yeah.
And even in that bed, I'm still not in physical pain. So I kept asking myself, okay, so are these doctors exaggerating what's happening really? So, but anyway, so that's when I now started having conversation. I even had a conversation with God, and I'm thinking to myself, I think facing that death, it was now clear to me that it's inevitable and it can happen anyhow. But now I need to get myself to a point where I prepare myself for it.
Yeah.
Like I can be in denial, but honor sasa what was happening. Yeah. Like,
but can you really prepare yourself for death? As much as mentally, you're not scared. I mean, when it's right in your face,
It's scary.
It's scary because you don't know where you're going. It's better here where you know. It's just, I don't think you can. You just need to accept it. But being prepared, boy, I don't think you can be prepared for that.
To get prepared.
Yeah, but I think when I say prepare is like mentally agreeable that this can happen.
Yeah.
So of course, when you're faced with it, and even the decisions that we had to make at the hospital with the treatments and everything, of course, it's scary. You know, like, okay, these decisions, you know, it can either go right or left or whatever. But yeah, so I think it's just, and it's a scary moment. And even Nini, the way you guys say you don't fear death and you can accept it, whatever. When you're faced, I think when you're faced at that moment, it's scary.
Very scary.
Okay, where am I going? Me, I always ask myself those questions. Naenda wapi? Okay. Will I still be hanging around? Will I still be watching over my kids? And then, remember that day now? A week later, we were watching movies.
Yeah.
We watched a movie, tukamaliza. And then when the what do you call those, the names when they're going up? Yeah, the credits. I turned to my left. I see Mo is on the phone. My mom was around. So I look at my mom, how she's just relaxing. I look at Kendi, she's also on her phone. I look at the kids, they're playing. And I'm like, wait a second. For a moment, I honestly felt like a ghost. And it was very scary because I'm like, Yani, I would have gone last week. You guys would still be on your phones. And my kids would probably, yes, they think about me, baby kidogo, because they're young. But then inafika point, they forget. You know. So I think about it. I find myself thinking about it a lot. And I think I'm getting to that mental space where I'm accepting that death can actually happen. It can even happen to me. I didn't see it happening to me, but now,
also for me, I also feel like, I mean, I've accepted my death when it comes, but I don't think I've ever accepted. I'm prepared myself for, you know, me losing a loved one. So when you're can you remember? I was discussing this with you the other day. When you're at the hospital, how will I put it? I mean, ulikuwa ICU, but for me, it wasn't, I didn't take it that serious. I didn't, because you were talking, we were talking. I felt like a normal day when you kwa maternity and then you go to the wards, kawaida, been to the hospital, but not when you're sick. So I didn't take it that serious per se. I mean, it was serious, but I didn't take it, like I didn't think about,
I remember someone asked me, when someone came to see Rhoda in hospital, then they got to the ICU. When they came out, I don't know what I said, and then I laughed.
I mean, we were laughing.
Why are you laughing? Do you know how serious this thing is? Like, why are you laughing? I'm like, what do you mean? And then now, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Mo was saying, we had a conversation.
Yeah, because
me and her.
Because no, after you are discharged from the hospital.
Home, yeah.
No, when you're just kama umekatwa hapo nikikuangalia, I'm like, ama when I'm just by myself, I find myself saying, thank you God for saving my sister's life. And I'm like, okay, why do I keep saying that? I mean, she's no, it's like now I'm facing this emotional, I had so many mixed emotions. Now it actually hit me like, sorry. She was actually sick and things would have gone so wrong.
Yeah. I remember the day we were walking and then you took a video with her.
Yeah.
That day is actually the day we discussed about it. And then I saw she posted on her status like, you guys laughing and everything. Then I was looking at that video and I felt some strange thing in my heart. Like it was so heavy. I was like, oh my God. I can look at her.
She was not here. She was actually about not to be here. I mean, I didn't want you to call Kevin and ask him, is he going through the same thing? Because even when we were at the hospital, me and you, I mean, we were busy, running around, but we were not like actually the only time I feel like we were actually scared, now is the time that we had to make a decision for the treatment. Other than that,
we were moving. We were just easy.
I don't know. I just don't know how to explain it. But now after we talk hosi, sometimes I would just stare, glance at you, and I'm like, where? Sa angeenda tungedu. What would we have like? How would we even have handled it? Like, Anyway, I don't know. Just
So I think now that bit, I don't think you can ever be prepared to lose a loved one.
yeah.
Because you don't, like for me, nasikianga nibebe mzigo ya mtu mwingine badala mimi aibebe. Like even when she was in that bed, I felt like if I was in the situation, I'm the one maybe who would have handled it better. I would have loved to handle it instead of you handling it. So now I don't know. That one I don't even want to talk about it. Because
But I think what I learned from this whole thing is just appreciate life.
yeah.
And a friend of mine came to visit here, and I remember I was telling her, there's a time we were discussing about our fears, and I always remember Mwe said something so profound. She said her biggest fear is the future. And now when I think about it more and more, I'm like, yeah, even the next hour is the future. Because you don't know what's happening in the next hour.
Yeah.
Like, who knows? Even after shooting this episode, who knows? Like I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's good to just live in the moment, appreciate every moment. And sometimes even just learning to just tell your family members you love them, your kids you love them, your friends, your boyfriends, your husbands, whatever. Just tell them you love them every single time. Like you feel like, it's...
No, you don't have to
It's
wait.
a reminder.
Like, you don't have to.
You don't have to wait.
Every day, every minute is an opportunity to tell someone that you love them. And it's always good to forgive easily, not to hold grudges. Like personally, I feel like the grudges I thought I had they're neither here nor there. And they're too irrelevant, actually. I don't even think I carry people in my heart anymore. I don't even have space for them anymore. I only have time for love, forgiveness, and I've prayed about it so many times that I think hata God amesema sasa enough grace.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask a question. So if today was your last day, what would you want people to remember about you?
Other than the fact that I feared death. Not the fact that I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
It's a tough question, girl. Maybe Mo should start, because I don't know, me.
What
I'm
I would
still
want
in
people
the
to remember
process.
me, like,
Yeah. Like I told you, like 2 weeks ago, I went for a requiem mass for another young girl that just passed on. God rest her soul in peace. And when people are gathered in church, they had so much to say about her. I actually envied her in death. Like, people had so many good things to say about her. I know when people die, people pretend to talk good things about you, but I'm actually saying people that actually love you get to talk, and when they talk, you can tell what they're saying about you. Unajua hakuna mtu anakosanga ka weakness kake. I can be maybe kisumbua kidogo, but there's that other part of me that some people know that others don't, So for me, the only thing I'd want people to remember is my kindness. Was I kind enough? Did I show kindness to people? What role did I play in someone's life? That's something I would want people to remember me by.
your kindness.
My kindness. Yeah.
Well, me, I think even my negotiation with God when I was not well was I just kept reminding God, I don't feel I've fulfilled my purpose in life. And I was telling him, I know the purpose in life for me, that the reason why you had me be born is because I needed to do ABCD. Sijafanya. Let me stay.
Ni nini hujafanya?
Let me stay. Like I feel like, I'm into mental health, and I don't feel like even in my career I've not gotten to a point where I feel like I've achieved what I should achieve in terms of helping people or making the kind of change that I feel like nimemaliza. Like I've done what I needed to do. I don't think I've gotten there yet. I'm on my way to getting there. But I think I would also want to be remembered with the good, from the good things that I've done. Because I know even when I do things for people, when I help people, it doesn't have to be financially. Like, I do it from the bottom of my heart, and it's the most genuine thing that I do for people. So I think that is what I would want people to remember. Because me hata sikoseangi watu. Although I'm told nonganga vibaya, but it's not about talking badly. It's I'm firm. It's, you know, I'm firm with what I say. Like, I'm saying what I'm saying. Siko ubaya. It's just that it's too direct, I guess, and sometimes it can come off as rude. But it's never from a bad place. Yeah, but it's never from a bad place. So, msikumbuke hizo. Like, because I think that is something that is misinterpreted by people who are too sensitive, maybe, I would say. Yeah. So just remember the other good things.
Yeah, I think for me it's also my goodness and kindness. Because I know I'm kind.
Very.
So, for example,
very kind.
When we experience loss, for example, I feel like people grieve differently. And, you can't judge people how they grieve. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. But for me, I felt like, I don't know, because I don't think I've only lost one person, like I saw them, but I felt like my grieving was very different.
Like someone you're close with?
Yeah, my son. So I felt like I didn't really grieve. I felt like I didn't want people look. You're in a hospital bed and people are looking at you like. I was so upset. I was like, mbona mnaniangalia nikaa nimefiwa? Then I was like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. But I didn't. That was the only thing I think nilitoa, because I didn't cry. I didn't talk about it, and that was it. Like, yes, ni mtu sikuwa nimejua sana, but it was mine. So I felt I was expecting maybe to really cry, lose myself, but I kept feeling like it's a bad thing that I'm doing. I'm not
grieving the way you're supposed to.
Grieving the way I'm supposed to, and it really hurt me. Actually, I think the hurt was more than the loss, because I felt like, why am I not? But I came to realize people grieve differently, because I felt like it was only the first when we went to hospital that I just nililia tu mara kwanza sindio, and that was it. And I didn't even think about it sana nikaisha. So I felt like, anyway, I didn't judge myself. I came to know badai people grieve differently. Yeah.
And I think you need to embrace those feelings and see, just figure out what you need to do. Like, just grieve, because it's been
a long time.
It's been actually 10 years this year. And this is like, I don't know, the fourth, fifth time I've heard you talk about it this year.
Yeah.
And, she never talked about it. And that's why, like, it's something that even more, though you ask me, because she's never talked about it over the last 9 years. And now, recently, it's really on your mind.
Yeah,
so I think you need to
get over it.
Yeah.
Not over it. You just need to accept the feelings and, live those feelings.
Yeah. Because, like I said before, I feel like, did I not do it right?
No, that's your
way.
Now
I came to realize it's different for everybody.
There's no right or wrong way of grieving.
Yeah. So the lessons that we take from death:
appreciating people more, appreciating life.
Yeah.
Because, man, when you go, you've gone.
I remember last Sunday, a deacon in our church, he spoke about when you're talking to God, what you ask for. He talked about Solomon's wisdom, when he asked God for wisdom. And he said something that really got to me and got me thinking and wondering. He said, like, life possessions, as in what cures your, what is that word? There's what satisfies you as a person. Like, I want a Samsung, maybe 26 something, S26, yeah? I get it. The first 2 days I'm over my phone, nobody can touch it. Like, no, you can't even. And then the next 2 months, a week or
you're
2
craving
weeks,
something else.
you're just asking someone, give me my phone, they bring you. And before, you wouldn't let someone touch it. It hasn't satisfied whatever that you wanted to get in life. He said the same way. Even wealth. Everything. Unatamani nini. So when you get it, does it come to you? Do you get the satisfaction? So we're saying, as we leave church, we should go think about what we want in life that will really fulfill our purpose. That will really, like when you do that, unatosheka. Because when you go that 6 feet, you do not go with anything. You don't carry anything at all. You don't carry anything.
You know, like how I was talking about my purpose, I feel like if I'm able to help, like, I don't know, thousands, millions of people, I'd be satisfied.
Yeah.
It's difficult because you always want more.
Yeah, you always want more.
It's a bit
That's
tricky.
what he said. Because he said you should always sit down and pray for understanding. Like, ask God to give you the heart to understand, the heart to listen. Get the wisdom. That's how wisdom comes in. Then the discernment, and then now the satisfaction. Because if you don't get that in life as a human being, you will never do anything in life. Unataka kuwa celeb. Unakuwa celeb. After kuwa celeb, there's always something lacking in you.
Yeah.
So you will keep chasing and chasing and chasing, not a satisfaction.
But do you think it's maybe because of growth? Because like I just use this example you just said, unataka kukuwa celeb. So ukikuwa celeb, you know you're wishing for something that you don't have, yeah? So when you get there, you get to learn what it entails to become a celebrity, what you need to do. So there's always more.
Yeah.
So I think it's difficult to say that you need to get to that point where you're like, you feel like this is it.
No, he didn't put it like that. He said, like, ni venye nimekupatia saizi nikakwambia Roda, you want an iPhone 17? Yeah. Na hiyo ndio ulikuwa nakufia sana, like that's what you just want. I just want an iPhone 17.
Like
so unajua sasa nikikupatia, you'll always want something more. So that's why you're saying leave material things, like they're all vanity. Don't base your satisfaction or your purpose on material things.
Okay,
because at the end of the day, S26 itatoka, maybe S27 inakam. You'll also want S27.
Yeah.
So he was saying, ask for understanding. When you pray, ask for understanding. Ask for a heart to understand. Ask for a heart to listen, so that you're able to differentiate. The wisdom now that you will get, you'll differentiate.
I get it.
Between material things and I'm still lost.
Because at the end of the day, more material things, the vanity.
And they change with time.
They change.
So what should give me satisfaction?
That is exactly what you should look for.
It should not be based
Don't
on
base
anything
it on material things.
It should be based on what?
I think on you as a person. Now, for example, kama unasema vile sasa mimi nasema in terms of like in my field of mental health, naweza taka kukuwa nasaidia watu, like I need to get to a point where I feel like nimesaidia watu enough, even if now anything, whatever happens, like I've helped enough people. So it's not based on material things. It's based on the things that I have done. Yeah.
My son is telling me the feeling that I kept saying and saying it's not. What kind of feeling is that? He's telling me it's called hedonic adaptation.
What is that?
What feeling?
The feeling of being satisfied for a period of time, and then returning to the same baseline. So you've learned a new word.
I've forgotten it the minute you said.
What is it called? So what?
It's called hedonic adaptation. Yeah.
Okay. HD.
HD.
No, you remind us.
HA, come on.
Text us so we can look it up.
Yeah, so guys, I think I have something to add on the topic today. Okay, so I'll leave people with a few, like, you live with a purpose. Live with a purpose. Don't postpone your dreams. Like, invest in people. Because at the end of the day, ndo wanakuzikanga, and then you're there left like watakuwa nasema nini kukuhusu, you know, like it's not like you really care about what people say in that aspect, but I mean, like, do they forget you in an instant, you know? Then always me something that I really want. I create memories, but I always forget to take pictures. She's always upset. about the fact that you don't take pictures.
Not we. Sometimes I do remember. When do nasawingi sana sana.
Mwe, you take pictures?
I do.
Rarely though.
Not really.
Rarely.
Sometimes I do.
Anyway, so I want you...
Why are you laughing?
Why is she laughing?
I don't know. Ask her.
I'm just happy to be here.
I know. Feels good.
Us too.
Anyway, happy you're here. So as you said, I want to... maybe something I can leave you guys with. Death is inevitable, but how we love while you are alive is the choice that we make. That is what we have control over, and talking about it doesn't make it come faster. There's this myth that you keep talking about it, it's going to happen. It makes the life we have right now richer. In terms of you need to plan yourself. For sure it can come. So maybe, for example, if it's your family, you need to put up a trust fund. You need to put your things in order. Just like they say when, sometimes men die. Oh, you see other women coming up and everything, they're coming with kids. So you're all confused. So I feel like it's an individual responsibility to put your things in order.
Okay, before you close, actually, I wanted to add something that just popped in my mind. I feel like it even makes it easier, like when it finally happens. Like how I don't think if I would have gone, you guys would have been at peace.
Of course.
Because you guys know for sure, like me and Death were not friends.
Of course.
Alafu mjue kenye nafikiri huko pale ndiko mgenihurumia sana. But I feel like it talking about it with family and your loved ones, basically it gives them peace.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we talked about this, you said what you would like to happen. Liz talked about for the love of BTS, she would like us to make a playlist of BTS and figure out how you do a wiring where you refill the battery. Now, she talked about how she would like to be buried in what clothes. You'd said the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like even for family, even when your loved one is gone, yes, it's sad, but when you're doing the things they wanted, you also feel like they're at peace.
Yeah.
And you feel like you've done good by them.
Yeah.
So I think it also gives you peace and makes you, I don't know, the grieving process easier.
Someone once told me, especially if maybe it's your spouse or something, when they're dead, you should not use both eyes to cry. Just cry with one eye, and then the other one must be, life, whether you like it or not, life will move on. Life will, and it must move on for everybody. Not because someone is dead doesn't mean you will die. You wouldn't, but life ita move on. So una need kujipanga ndio, by the time ina happen, maybe vitu zako ziko sorted, your kids are okay. You're leaving them the way you'd want them to live, with or without you.
Yeah.
So post your questions in the
comment section.
In our comment section.
Let us know how you think about, life and death.
I'm sorry we are laughing about it, but I feel it's like, it's just a conversation that someone has. Ni kama tu ile kitu ya kawaida. It's just, I think people wameiweka inaka kitu mbaya sana, but ni kitu ya kawaida, it happens.
Because life and death ni vitu mbili, like they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You cannot have this and not this.
Yeah. So like, share experiences, maybe tofauti zenye watu wako nazo.
And even if this conversation has made you feel some type of way, or has made you feel give you some type of ease or peace, just let us know in the comments. And we'd actually like to hear that more people talk about these things with their families, because it faced us and we dealt with it however we did, but we know that now we have some improvements to do, to make. As much as we've always talked about it,
now
there was a light that you've not prepared this and this, and even for me it's healing for me. So hopefully it has started someone in a different way, in a positive way.
Because even off topic again, but even because Temenya alikuwa, she was at the hospital being kubebwa na ambulance and stuff like that, she was not able to do things for herself, and then you're like, do you know her pin? We need to access her phone. And then Kendo was like, by the way, you need to have at least that one person who knows everything about you, like your pin and stuff.
By the way, you need to have.
You are not even
Honestly,
able to access.
I even told a friend of mine, nikamwambia, but me and her have an understanding. Yako na zangu, mi niko na zake.
But it's supposed to be at least
Yeah.
one. Huwezi kuona mtu mmoja kwa hii dunia mwenye ajui
And you guys
your
already,
details.
all of you guys know my pin.
Well,
Everything
yours
about
are
me.
pretty obvious, but
I
yeah.
Anyway, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Like, share,
Subscribe
That
and
one
comment. And
gets me
comment, yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So until next time, see you and we love you.
Peace out.
Peace out.